So with a few decent releases for the month of October, let's take a look at what we got in store. First up, the Air Jordan 13 Purple Venoms released today for a retail of $150 as a kids exclusive. Now, off rip, I'm not mad about the colorway. I personally feel like I would pass on them simply because we got the Air Jordan 13 Court Purples last year, and these just really wasn't a necessity for me to add to the collection. Now, I do rock with them, and I feel like, you know, if you are an Air Jordan 13 lover and you wear bigger sizes, let me know if you would have preferred for Jordan Brand to release these in full family sizing instead of releasing these as a kids exclusive. Many people may like the colorway, but as far as for me, I'm gonna have to pass on them. But these did release today for a retail of $150. Following up to that, we have the Air Jordan 6 Aquas that will be releasing October 7th for a retail of $200 in full family sizing. Now, this is a shoe that is inspired by the OG colorway of the Air Jordan 8 Aquas, and to be honest, I'm not mad at the colorway as far as, you know, them honoring the colorway on an Air Jordan 6, but I'm a pass simply because I would have preferred, and I know many of you could say the same, the Air Jordan 8 Aqua, since it is the 30th anniversary. Once again, it is not a bad colorway. I just can't see myself actually rocking these or even grabbing these. No disrespect to anyone, you know, who loves Air Jordan 6s, but these are just not for me. But if you do like Air Jordan 6s and you want to save yourself some money, I will say that you can wait it out, I feel, because I feel like these are going to go on sale and you may be able to grab them at a lower price. But catch these dropping October 7th for a retail of $200. Also releasing October 7th, guys, we have the Air Jordan 2 Chicago Twist, which is a women's exclusive, and retail will be $150. Now, I had to put my phone for this, but looking at images of these, yeah, they did try to go with that aged vintage midsole to kind of give these more like an aged look, and these do have an embossed Jumpman, not kind of how the regular Air Jordan 2s have. But in my opinion, I don't know, y'all, I'm going to pass on these because there's not many Air Jordan 2s this year that I am fond of besides the UNCs and the Varsity Royals, as I've mentioned previously to you guys. But as far as these, I'm just not the biggest fan. I mean, it's basically throwing Chicago colors on there, but just switching the colors around in different aspects of the shoe. But I'm cool on these, yeah. But if you like these, man, then, you know, you definitely can catch these dropping October 7th, and retail will be $170, guys. Following up to that, we have the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Low Golf releasing October 13th for a retail of $170. And it is said that these will come with special packaging and extra laces as well. Now, I'ma just say this off rip. I feel personally, and this is just my opinion, if these weren't to have any golf or any Travis Scott collab, I could see myself going for these because I like Air Jordan 1 lows and I like that olive colorway. Now, of course, we seen this olive colorway on a Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low a few months back. But as far as these, I'm a pass on them, you know. And I know there's many people out there who made golf, who just got into golfing. So, you know, if you guys are into that golfing sport, let me know if you would go after these down in the comment section below. But these are going to be a pass for me. Catch these releasing October 13th, and retail is $170, guys. Also releasing October 13th, we had the Air Jordan 1 Low University Red, and these will be retailing for $140 in men and grade school sizing. Now, I previously spoke about these, and these are cop. These are cop, guys. Like, when it comes to Air Jordan 1 lows, a lot of the colorways that they have been throwing at us, I have been a fan of simply because we've gotten so many colorways of the highs in the past, and with a colorway like this, I feel like, you know, these are speaking to me, y'all, honestly. And from in-hand images to official images, guys, it's something about that leather. Like, that leather looks buttery. Like, it definitely looks like the leather that they put on the Air Jordan 1 Low Black Toes. That's just my opinion, but these are cop hands down, and I'm definitely glad that they are coming in grade school sizing. So I definitely will be adding these bad boys to the collection. But catch these dropping October 13th for a retail of $140. Releasing October 14th, we have the Air Jordan 1 Mauve, and these will retail for $180. Also coming with special packaging as well. Now, this shoe has been compared to the Air Jordan 1 High Bordeaux because of the similarity, and I can kind of see that, which is why I have my Air Jordan 1 Bordeaux right here, and I'm gonna tell you guys that colorway is very much different. Now, this is a more darker Bordeaux colorway, and on the Mauve, that is a Sky J purple colorway. So two different colorways. I mean, of course, on the same silhouette, but it is not the same exact colorway, guys. But these I'm gonna pass on simply because I have the Air Jordan 1 Bordeaux, and once again, it's just not a necessity. Like, a lot of these releases just aren't necessities that I feel like I need to have in the collection. So catch these dropping October 14th for a retail of $180. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 Satin Breads, releasing October 18th for a retail of $180, and it is a women's exclusive. Now, this release right here off rip, it's a mandatory cop. Like, any shoe that comes with that classic Chicago color blocking or that classic bread toe color blocking, y'all know it is definitely needed for the collection. Now, of course, many of us wasn't able to grab the pair that dropped back in 2016, obviously because it was a limited pair, but I feel like these are gonna do its numbers, especially in the bigger sizing. Now, I've mentioned previously that these will not be coming in extended women's sizing, so I believe these are going up to a women's size 12.5, but nonetheless, I need these for the collection. Like, these right here are definitely mandatory. That bread color blocking is everything, and these gonna be a major instant sellout. Like, this is another shoe that's gonna cause chaos, so when that day come in, just be prepared. But catch these dropping October 18th, and retail is $180. Following up to that, we have the Air Jordan 5 Plaid, releasing October 20th for a retail of $160 as a kids exclusive. Now, off rip, these are pass. It is a kids exclusive, and I'm not the biggest fan of having all plaid on my Air Jordan 5, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that these are a instant pass. Listen, if you like them and you want to go ahead and grab them, then you should be able to, but as far as for me, these are a pass. But catch these dropping October 20th for a retail of $160. Next up, we got the Air Jordan 1 Low CP3 Give Them Flowers, releasing October 24th for a retail of $170. Now, these right here are definitely giving consideration to Chris Paul and his dedication on the court to the basketball community in general. Now, this is something dope as far as, you know, them incorporating flowers on the shoe as far as, you know, the overall aesthetic. Now, we do see we have some suede going throughout the shoe on the toe cap, on the tongue, which we don't see on most Air Jordan 1 Lows, and on the swoosh of the sneaker as well. Now, these are cop, in my opinion. Now, I'm not sure as to how Jordan Brand will be releasing these. Now, I did see that it said that these will be releasing on the Nike Sneakers app, but as far as, you know, them releasing them anywhere else, I'm not sure as of yet. It hasn't been confirmed, but we just gonna have to stay tuned as far as, you know, these releasing. I'm not sure if these gonna be releasing in neighborhood stores, select boutique shops. We just gonna have to wait and see, but these are a cop right here, and they definitely remind me of a shoe that is next on the list, y'all. But catch these dropping October 24th, and retail is $170. Following up to that, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low Neutral Gray, releasing October 25th for a retail of $150. Now, mandatory cop right here. Mandatory cop. Y'all know I'm OG over everything. So when it comes to an OG like this, I definitely need for the collection. And it is an OG Air Jordan 1 low. Now, of course, I like this pair better than the pair that they dropped in 2021 because this pair is definitely closer to the OGs than the 2021 pair, simply because they missed when they put that hint of particle gray on there. But as far as these are mandatory cop. I feel like majority of the Air Jordan 1 lows on this list, I definitely am going to cop because I'm just a big fan of Air Jordan 1 lows, and I'm a big fan of OG. So these right here definitely will be a mandatory cop for your boy. Just love that neutral gray colorway. Can't go wrong with a solid colorway like that, man. But catch these dropping October 25th, and retail is $150. Lastly, we have the Air Jordan 12 Cherries, releasing October 28th, and retail is $210. Releasing in full family sizing. Mandatory cop. Mandatory cop. This shoe right here is probably the most mandatory shoe on this list for me out of all the releases that I have spoken about. It's an OG. It's been 13 years since we last seen this shoe right here, and man, I'm glad that these are releasing. So I definitely will be glad to add these to the collection, y'all. Like, it's an OG, and y'all know me, I'm OG over everything, and y'all know my motto, you can never go wrong with adding the OGs to the collection. So these right here, definitely a mandatory cop, and it might be a double up as well, y'all. But that's just my opinion. Catch these releasing October 28th, and retail is $210. Let me know if any of these releases are on your list to cop. Let me know which releases you will be going for on this list as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like at the end. And if you are new to the channel and you want to know about sneakers, you're into sneakers, you want to see sneaker reviews or even more content like this, guys, make sure to hit that big subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. Until next time, I love you and appreciate you guys so much. Reach for the stars, sky's the limit, and we out.